Hello, smart people. I'm Tony Nguyen, and today I will talk about the path of destiny for countries around the world. The Heian period from 794 to 1185 is considered the golden age of classical Japanese culture. This period, marked by the political domination of the Fujiwara family and the development of a refined aesthetic at the imperial court, saw the emergence of typically Japanese literature and art. During these 4 centuries, Japan enjoyed a long period of peace and stability, allowing art and culture to flourish. However, this period was also characterized by the gradual decline of imperial power in the face of the rise of the warrior class, which eventually took control of the country at, at the end of the period. The founding of Heian, Kyo, and the organization of the imperial power. And so, when Emperor Kamu decided to move the capital from Nara to Heian Kyo, President Kyoto, the move was motivated by the emperor desire to distance himself from the growing influence of Nara Buddhist monasteries. The new capital, whose name means capital of peace and tranquility, was modeled on the Chinese capital Chang'an, tức Chương An, with a checkerboard layout and wide avenues. So, imperial power was organized around the centralized administration inspired by the Chinese model. So the emperor was assisted by a state council and 8 ministries which managed the country's affairs. However, the administrative system gradually lost its effectiveness to a more aristocratic form of government. So, the rise and fall of the Fujiwara family. For the 9th century onwards, the Fujiwara family began to assert themselves as the true holders of power at the imperial court. Fucking done. Sorry, I'm a professional history and not flexibility language. Sorry. So, thanks to a skillful matrimonial strategy, the Fujiwara succeeded in placing their daughters as emperor's wives, in obtaining the position of regions settled from minor emperors and grand chancellors Kampaku for adult emperors. The height of Fujiwara power came in the early 11th century under Fujiwara no Michinaga 966 to 1027, who achieved complete control of the imperial court. I'm sorry, my fluent and bad language. My English is so normal. What the fuck? However, from the second half of the 11th century, Fujiwara power began to decline, particularly in the face of rise of the retired emperors Issei Russo to regain control of the government. And so today is main content. And so during the Heian period, the influence of Chinese civilization on Japan increased, but both countries still developed their own cultural identities, choosing their own opportunities to many opportunities for development. And so their thinking and vision divert into different directions. Okay, as history dictated the outcomes of their respective nations. Japan subsequently adopted the shogunate regime, where the emperor was merely a figurehead, with power actually held by the shogun. And however, things changed in the 19th century. In 1868, the Meiji Restoration under Emperor Mitsuhito, with the establishment of the parliament, allowed the Heian identity to continue spreading throughout Japan, China. So, on the other hand, China flourished from the Tang, Song, Yuan, and Ming dynasties. Its peak was under the Qing dynasty, and when it defeated the Russian Empire army, right? And allowed some Western countries to trade. However, it led to closed its borders, provoking the British Empire, leading to the Opium Wars, and ultimately resulting in China's complete defeat. China is so exalted. So, more chicken, nurse nostalgia about. Yeah. Thank you to watch video. Like and share my videos. Bye bye. See you again.